Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Puerto Rico Life. This is Jeffrey Holst, and I am not in Puerto Rico. As you can see, well, I guess you really can tell this could be Puerto Rico, but this is my office in good old Hickson, Tennessee, and I just wanted to jump on here and tell you guys what's going on. So you probably seen my previous video, or maybe you didn't, but in my previous video, I did a walkthrough of my new place in Isla Verde, a place that I'm renting with an amazing view. So if you haven't seen that, you should go check it out. I think it's called First Day Waking Up in Isla Verde is the name of that video. And then I also have I did a video after that where I said I was having second thoughts about moving to Puerto Rico. Now I've had some more time to think about that. And I'm happy to announce I still want to move to Puerto Rico. So it is not a function of not wanting to move to Puerto Rico. It is more a function of, normal nerves and whatnot. So anyway, in this video, I am going to talk about some of the exciting things that I've discovered in Puerto Rico. And if anyone jumps on this live stream and wants to ask questions in the chat, I'm going to try to answer those as well. So probably not going to be a super long video, but if we get a lot of questions, it might be longer. I am eating some animal crackers, so sorry about that, guys. Anyway, so I'm in this situation where I want to move to Puerto Rico. I rented a place in Puerto Rico. I have it for the next year. Well, the next 11 months, because I rented it almost a month ago. I've only been there 4 days. I'm going back in about 2 weeks for a few days. And then hopefully in January, I'll be there for most of the month and most of the month in February. And then after that, hopefully I'll be there most of the time, all the time. But anyway, so it turns out it's really hard, right? So like if you saw my walkthrough video, you see that I didn't have any furniture. I just had a air mattress and that's it. Which, it worked. I was able to sleep on the air mattress, no problem there. I love the location, love the place. But trying to get furniture, I went to Sam's Club when I was there, and I was thinking about buying stuff. And then I started thinking about, well, if I buy furniture at Sam's Club and I put it into the rental car and take it back to the condo, how am I even going to get it into the condo? I don't have anybody I know. I don't have anybody that I can help me with. So that's been kind of the big struggle, is trying to figure out how to furnish my place from here. So one of the things that I've done is I actually reached back out to Veronica, who is my realtor, and she's now helping me by coordinating some of this stuff for me. So I got my utilities on and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to interview Veronica actually on this channel, so y'all can get to meet her as well, because I think that, if someone is looking at this channel and they're thinking about moving to Puerto Rico, she'll be a great person to reach out to. And she has agreed to do that. So I definitely plan on doing that in the near future. I'm also interested in interviewing anyone else that maybe has moved to Puerto Rico in the last couple of years, or has lived in Puerto Rico their whole life. Or maybe they left Puerto Rico and they want to talk about why they no longer live in Puerto Rico. I think these kind of discussions will be really useful for me, and consequently also for you, the audience, who for the most part are either wanting to live in Puerto Rico, currently live in Puerto Rico, thinking about moving to Puerto Rico, or just kind of exploring the possibility of what it might be like to move to a foreign country or a foreign island or a foreign area. So if you're in one of those categories of people, please reach out to me. My email address is always in the comments to every video, and I would love to schedule a video interview for this channel with people, like I said, that either are thinking about moving and what kind of questions they might have right now, or people that have already moved and they want to talk about their experience. So I've had an opportunity to meet a lot of really great people in the time I was in Puerto Rico. And I have friends that live in Puerto Rico currently, and I'm going to try to compel some of them to come on and talk to you all as well about what that's been like for them. And there are, lots of interesting and, unique individuals that have moved to Puerto Rico or live in Puerto Rico. There are people that have other YouTube channels. I actually really like some of them. I really, really like Life Transplanted. So if you guys aren't checking that out, you should definitely check out their stuff. Um, they are very entertaining. They've, I think, lived in Puerto Rico for maybe a decade or so now, over in the Rincon area, and I really, really like their videos. They're always up for an adventure. I also really like Mariah Monetize, who does some videos about Puerto Rico and some about cryptocurrencies. So if you haven't checked out her stuff, you should definitely check out her stuff too. I think she's fascinating. A young lady who's crafted a life for herself that's just amazing, and that's really my passion, right? So, for people that follow me on some of the other channels, you know that I have a podcast called Last Life Ever, where we just talk about living the best possible version of your life. And we have a YouTube channel for that as well. It's called Last Life Ever, so you can check that out. We also have the Old Fashioned Real Estate Show. Wearing my t-shirt today. Old Fashioned Real Estate is where we drink old fashions and talk about real estate investing. It's a great time. If you're a real estate investor, you will definitely like it. Recently, I've been checking out a channel, and I apologize, I can't remember the name of this channel. Actually, I'm going to look right now. When I was in San Juan this last time, I met up with some folks that are real estate investors in the Puerto Rico area. And let's see if I can find that channel really quick. I feel really bad if I can't find it, because I'd like to recommend this channel as well. I believe it's called PR Consult or something like that. Let me see if I can find it. I'm sorry, I should have been way more prepared here. I think it's PR Consultants. It is called PR Consultants. And that is a channel about people that are doing real estate investing in Puerto Rico. And I find that fascinating. I mean, I'm a real estate investor, don't currently invest in Puerto Rico, don't own anything in Puerto Rico other than some clothes that are there in my apartment that I'm renting in Isla Verde. But it's a fascinating channel, talking about all the interesting and unique investments they're doing. And I'm going to get, I haven't told him this yet, but I'm going to get Robbie on my channel here to share with me a little bit more about his real estate investing experiences in Puerto Rico. I'll be meeting him when I come to Isla Verde for, in mid-December. I'm going to be meeting him for coffee, and then I'm going to tell him that. And of course, if you're watching, Robbie, which you probably are, because I know you're a big fan, if you're watching, you can, reach out to me via text, and we'll get that set up, and we can even do the interview maybe live in person. And I'd love to do your channel too. You'd asked about that, and let's get that worked out, and I'll do that. But anyway, the long and short of it is, guys, I just wanted to pop on here a second and let you know, I mean, I'm making progress on my move to Puerto Rico. When I get to Puerto Rico, I'll be sure to make some additional videos. I'm really excited to share some of the process type stuff, right? Like when I figure out health insurance, when I figure out driver's license, that kind of stuff, even stuff like turning on my utilities. I really should do a video about that in the near future, because it turns out it was actually kind of tricky. It wasn't something that you could just go online and turn them on. Water, I was able to do that way, but the electric was a little bit trickier. So I ended up having to use a concierge type service to help me get that set up. And that's something that I'm really interested in hearing other people's opinions about as well. If they have particular concierges that they like or they use in San Juan, I would love to hear about that as well, because I think I'm going to need more of that while I'm in the process of learning the language, and I've done very poorly on this. So if anyone has any thoughts on that, I'm happy to entertain suggestions about that as well, because as of right now, my Spanish is still atrocious. So we'll work on that. We'll learn some more Spanish. That's going to be part of the process of moving as well. But anyway, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate everyone checking out the channel. And as always, if you're enjoying my content, please like and subscribe to the channel. Please share it. We have a Puerto Rico Life Facebook group now with about 100 members in it. So if you're in in or about or around Facebook world, feel free to look up Puerto Rico Life. And it is actually also listed in the comments, and I did a whole video about the Facebook group as well. So anyway, thanks so much. I look forward to seeing you all in San Juan, Puerto Rico, or somewhere on the island. If you get into that area when I'm there and you reach out to me, I will do my best to meet you for coffee or a drink or something if I can. I'm always up for meeting interesting and unique individuals. So feel free to reach out, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.